Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute since I have uploaded a new video and I have just had a lot going on. I know back in March I made a video basically saying that I was going to do everything that I set my mind to do and just do it with intensity and get it done, get it started. And I put that same goal out there for you guys watching. And for myself personally, I have done a lot of those things that I said I wanted to do. I got my business up and running the way I wanted it to. I have successfully done a lot of stuff as far as school and personal life, mommy, work balance, things like that I wanted to do and schedule. I did those things. And so I'm really proud of myself. I've taken that time for myself. And so that's kind of where I've been, is just doing the goals that I set out to do. And when I look back at my channel for the month of March, I'm also really proud of myself when it comes to YouTube, because one of the goals that I set out for myself was to post videos regularly. And I know it's been a while since March, but I actually did that. During the month of March, I posted regularly. I posted content that was important to me and things that just, fun stuff that actually dealt with me. So I'd like to continue that theme of continuing to post regularly on my YouTube channel, and just content that I find important, that I think maybe you guys will think is interesting. And I wanted to start with something, actually, for those who don't know, I used to have a YouTube channel back before it was actually even a big thing, and I actually wish now that I hadn't have deleted it. But anyways, and I had a YouTube channel anyways, and it was very heavily influenced by my natural hair journey. So I kind of want to do a segment on that, because I am focusing more on the health of my hair and just getting back my length, because it was pretty long, and it's funny now thinking about it. I was like, man, it's really not that long. But when I go and I look at pictures, or just think about how long it was before I cut it the second time, it actually was a decent length. So just focusing mainly on the health of my hair, because that's what I did in the beginning, is really focus on the health of my hair, and then the length will follow. And I still believe that that was the best method I could actually think of when it came to my hair and getting it to grow. And I still believe that now, that taking care of your hair is the best way to get it to grow. Basically, just a little background on my natural hair and the journey I've been on. So 2012 was when it all kind of came to fruition. I had my last perm, I think it was in January of 2012, and I got fed up in August of 2012 with having so many different hair textures, plus the different curl pattern that was trying to come through, plus the relaxed ends that I had from the perm in January. So basically, I decided in August 2012, okay, today's the day, I'm gonna cut my hair. I went to the Dominican beauty salon that I had been going to forever, just to have my hair washed and blown out and straightened. And I actually had my hairstylist cut pretty much all my hair off. I think I had maybe like an inch or two, maybe like 2 inches. It was like really short. So it was really, really short. I'm not gonna lie. And that was mainly because I wanted it to be all even. It was like an even little fro. And even though I had my perm in January, and that new growth had been a pretty significant amount of new growth, but I just wanted an even cut, so she cut it down to about 2 inches. And that's where I started from. And when I cut my hair, there were just so many things that I wasn't prepared for, because I had dealt with relaxed hair for so long. I did take care of my hair while it was relaxed, but it was just completely different. I'd never been at that point where, number one, my hair was that short, and number two, it was that dry. So for those of you who are natural, trying to transition to being natural, or thinking about it, that's something that you want to be aware of, is that if you decide to do a big chop, especially if it's going to be short, there's a good chance that you are going to have very, very dry hair in the beginning. And that typically is because your hair is like in a state of shock from just being cut off. It's definitely something that you can combat and improve, but you have to be diligent about your efforts, or else you will get really discouraged on your natural hair journey. That's goes hand in hand with length, and seeing all these other natural hair people with good length, shoulder length or collarbone length, whatever the case may be. And you're sitting here with this short TWA or teeny weeny afro, and you're like, what am I gonna do with this? Like, so you try to hide it under braids or weaves, and it just gets harder and harder, and maybe a little bit more discouraging because you don't have that length yet. You will get it. That's why I say, especially in the beginning, when you don't have a lot of hair length, you still have to worry about your health of your hair, because the thickness is still going to be there no matter how short your hair is. If you have a healthy grade of hair, now if it's finer, it may not be as thick, but that's just all dependent on the type of hair that you have. So you want to keep that in mind as well, that every grade of hair is different. Even if I'm sitting next to like a twin, our hair might be a little bit different. It's not 100% the same. So don't compare yourself to other people, because that's like the quickest way to get discouraged, is to compare yourself to other people. So fast forward, after I was like, dang, this is really dry, I really moisturized my hair every day. Luckily, it was short. It was only like 2 inches long. So I could literally hop in the shower every day and wash my hair, and it would be moisturized. As it got longer, that process became more tedious, and that's when I started to kind of get a little more lazy, maybe like 3 years in. And I had gotten good length, so it was also kind of like a mixture of, well, maybe I don't need to be as diligent in some of the stuff I'm doing, because now I have good length, and baby, it bit me in the butt. So do not stop. If you have a healthy hair routine going on now and you're seeing great progress, don't think that that's your mile marker to stop what you're doing. If anything, you want to be persistent in what you're doing, because then you're going to see even more growth and even more health of your hair. So fast forward to 2015, I got pregnant and had my son in 2015. And after I had him, my hair was absolutely awesome. I loved it. It was very thick, especially after the pregnancy. I did have some of that postpartum shredding, but it was not crazy. And I still loved my hair after I had my son. And I decided I really want to dye my hair. When I first chopped my hair off, about 3 months in, I used a semi-permanent dye. It was like burgundy, I want to say, like a burgundy kind of color. And I really loved that color, but it was semi-permanent. So like after, since I was pretty much wetting my hair and washing it every single day, it rinsed out within like a week or two, and the color was back to just, my normal color. So I really loved it, but I was really scared to get a permanent dye in my hair at that time, and that was in 2012. So then fast forward to 2015, I was like, okay, I'm ready. My hair is at a good length, and I think I can take care of it. So let me get this color in my hair. And I had my husband's mom dye my hair, and she dyed it a really beautiful color. Like, it was perfect. Like, I really liked the color, but I was not ready for the maintenance of color. So while I was trying my best to do my old regimen, I didn't understand necessarily that color is a completely different regimen. It's not necessarily a different, you just have maybe more steps, or the products that you use need to be different. They need to cater more towards color treated hair, and I didn't do that. I didn't change up my routine, and so I was still getting pretty good length, but I was noticing that the ends were not as full as I'd like them to be, and the moisture in my hair was not there like it used to be. So those are all like things that I noticed, and I tried to continue with my same routine, and I got discouraged because it just was not the same. It wasn't what it used to be. So I decided in 2018, last year, to cut the rest of the color out of my hair. So, from 2015 to 2018, it was a pretty good amount of new growth of my regular hair color. And so I just cut the rest of the red color out of my hair. Now, mind you, my hair was completely red when we dyed it, so it took a little bit of time for that color to grow out some. But it did, and I cut it again in the summer of 2018. I did not do like a full-on big chop because my hair was pretty natural other than the color, and all I wanted to do was get the color out of my hair. So the only thing I would do differently probably is change up the method I use to actually cut the hair, because the first time I went to my stylist and she cut my hair and I loved it. Like, that was great. And then this time I was like, no, I see where the color ends. I'm going to cut my own hair. And so I didn't cut it very evenly at all. So that was kind of like the only thing I would change about it, is go to a professional. I'm not a professional, so that kind of, but I'm not mad at it, because my thought throughout the whole journey is that it's just hair. It's going to grow back whether you cut it or not. It's going to grow back. It's either going to grow back healthy or it's going to grow back not healthy, and then you have to cut it anyway. So that's always kind of been my thought with the whole natural hair journey, is really focusing on the health of my hair. So fast forward to today, 2019, May. We are almost a year since I cut it, which is crazy because I really feel like I just cut it like yesterday. But yeah, it's been almost a year since I cut it and cut that color out of my hair and just cut it. I did get one cut since the summer of last year, and that was just to kind of make my hair a little bit more even. And then I got it straightened last month, and it was actually really even. So I haven't cut it since then. So this is the my natural hair pattern, really. This is honestly, nothing is in my hair. Except for conditioner. So when I told you that I washed my hair every day, I don't actually use shampoo every day. I use conditioner. I co-wash, and I feel like if you're natural, or not even if you're natural, I feel like, there are other ethnicities and people who do this as well, who don't necessarily always use shampoo when they wash their hair. They may co-wash with conditioner, which is conditioner wash, co-wash for short. They may co-wash their hair once or twice throughout the week, and then use shampoo every other week or something like that, just so that you're not always stripping your hair. So right now, what I have actually going on is a co-wash that I did, and I just let it dry. I didn't put any extra leave-in. I didn't put any gel in my hair or anything like that, because I'm just not a huge fan of gel. I never have been, and that's one thing that I know it makes a difference because I have used it before. And I do, obviously it makes a difference. I've seen the difference personally on my hair, but I just can't get into using it. I don't know why. So that's where I'm starting basically, is now with my natural hair journey. And I'm really excited to see what I can achieve in the next year, because I have pretty good length and I have good health of my hair right now. And I'm just focusing on keeping it moisturized. So like I said, this is it right now. The only thing in it is conditioner. And I will make another video on what I like to use in my hair, so that you guys can see it. But all right, I will see you guys in my next video, and I look forward to seeing you guys more often on this channel. So give it a thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye, guys.